In a way, I'm glad we do have social media for communication between each other. It's very easy to communicate, but also it proves very difficult for comparing yourself to people and comparing yourself to each other and thinking you need to be better than who you are already. And yeah, I think it's a bit of both, really.
So you think we're not as social like when we're together?
Definitely when we're in groups, when we've got phones and we get distracted, we're not as sociable as if we didn't have a phone. We'd probably communicate a lot more face to face. But yeah, technology has kind of taken over a bit, I think.
Do you think the older generation would have wanted the amount of access that we have to social media? So do you think that older people would have wanted social media what we have?
I think because they didn't know any better, they didn't know about what was going to happen in the future about technology and social media, they wouldn't have known what was to come, so they just appreciated what they had at the time. Maybe we don't appreciate what we have right now because we're so used to having it straight away and getting the latest phone, getting the best technology, etc. So obviously older generations, they didn't really know what was to come. They just appreciated what they had at the time and worked with what they had, really. I think social media has had a negative effect on people's lives. I think social media has definitely had a negative effect on people's lives. I remember when I was younger and having no social media and being allowed to play out with your friends, etc. And now a lot of young people want the latest phones, the latest technology, and they just get consumed in a world of social media and think that they need to be updated and have the best Instagram posts, have the best Twitter, have the best tweets, etc. And definitely has made people think about themselves too much and maybe made them too self-conscious and compare themselves to other people when really they should just live their life and appreciate their friends and just do whatever they want, go and play out, go and just do whatever they want, really. I think a lot of teenagers now are very, very much immature for their age. I think especially when what my grandma and granddad say about when they were younger, they'd communicate a lot more with their friends, and I think because of social media now, we don't exactly communicate face to face to enough as we should. We should really speak about problems instead of not slagging each other off, but giving opinions on social media is not fair because it's on a platform and it's not face to face and it's not exactly what you would want to hear about your personal life exactly. Being a teenager now is definitely a lot more peer pressure, a lot more comparing yourself to other people, a lot more pressure about what looks best, what you should do, when really you should just accept your body, accept the friends, appreciate the friends that you have, appreciate the family you have, and work with it, really. Just appreciate it. Don't keep comparing yourself, because the more you compare yourself, the more pressure you're going to feel, and the more you feel like you need to change yourself, when really you just need to accept who you are and be happy and be positive and stay positive. And you definitely don't need social media to make you any happier. Just appreciate what you've got.
What do you think life would be like for everyone if mobile phones didn't exist?
A lot simpler. If mobile phones didn't exist, we wouldn't have to analyse each other and have, fair enough, people are allowed an opinion, but wouldn't be able to express their opinion as much as they can do on social media. And I think fair enough, you're allowed to give your opinion, but a lot of opinions affect personal lives and the way people think. And I think if we weren't allowed, or we didn't have the chance to give our opinion, for example on social media, then life would be a lot more simpler and a lot more easier, definitely. A lot of people, do you know what, I'm going to use an example. A lot of people live and pretend that they have the most perfect life, the happiest life, the most perfect relationships, the most perfect friendships, and the most perfect figures, the best of everything, but really behind the screen they're not happy, they're not content with themselves, they're not accepting of themselves, they don't appreciate what they've got, they don't appreciate their friends, they don't appreciate their family. I'm not saying everyone, but a few people get too carried away with social media and think that they need to post pictures and keep everyone updated about their life and how happy they are, when in fact they're not really that happy, and in the future it's not going to be the happy ever after that they expect.
Say just one click can change. Just one click.
One comment. Shall I say one comment?
Or one comment on. Yeah.
With, shall I say about celebrities and stuff?
Yeah.
Definitely with social influencers and celebrities now, a lot of young girls, not even just girls, but a lot of boys compare themselves to and aspire to be like celebrities, but also give a lot of negative comments and say, oh, I don't like that, you shouldn't look like this, you should look like this. One negative comment can affect your life massively, and a lot of trolls and a lot of negative comments can affect people's lives like very, very negatively. And it's social media as a platform is a huge influence on people's personal lives, but a lot of people don't realise this. A lot of people think they can comment what they like. Fair enough, you're allowed your opinion, but at the end of the day you're commenting on someone's actual life, and you need to think about the effects on them as well as your life.
Yeah, that's